Hello guys, I wanted to talk with you today about Keanu Reeves and pretty much all of his movies being banned in China because of he recently attended some kind of Dalai Lama nonprofit charity event or something like that, some kind of awareness event or something that was in commemoration, or I believe it was to pay respects to the Dalai Lama in some way. So it wasn't even a personal. It wasn't an in-person event anyway, and it wasn't held in Tibet. I don't believe it was. And Keanu Reeves certainly didn't go to Tibet to do this. I believe it was all done through video call. I mean, it was all done virtually. So this was on March 3rd that he did this event, and since then he has had all of his work has been taken down on a variety of Chinese platforms. No less than 5 of them. The only one I'm familiar with is Tencent has a video platform. Tencent is well known for having bought minority shares in a variety of media, mostly music companies. They're pretty big. Them and ByteDance. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, and Tencent is the other one. So ByteDance and Tencent. Tencent is the one that TikTok is owned by ByteDance. Tencent is the owner of a lot of minority stakes in music type companies. I believe Spotify and Universal Music Group Tencent has access to. So it's kind of weird how the 2 biggest Chinese tech companies, as far as how Americans, the only ones that I know of, really are, well, the ones that influence Americans the most happen to both be influencing us through music. TikTok is largely a music sharing app, from what I've understood, and again, that's controlled by ByteDance, and then Tencent is buying up a lot of music-related media as well. So it's strange that the 2 most influential Chinese tech companies, as far as I'm concerned, in our country, as far as how they interact with the outside world, especially with us, the 2 biggest ones, ByteDance and Tencent, both dabble mostly in music-related acquisitions and music-related services, which is really strange. And I don't know if we're going to see some future wave of Chinese music. I don't know. I don't know what their intention is. I mean, I would be surprised to. I mean, are they even allowed to sing over there? I don't know. But I just think that this is just another sign of what's coming down the road if we continue to sell our interest to China, if we continue to do business like we have in the past, if we're not willing to decouple our economy from China. We should have never coupled our economy with a Chinese one to begin with. The communist economy that we normalized, that we helped to create this crisis between China and Taiwan, but we helped. All these problems are created by us. But if we want to have any potential to have independence going forward, we have to separate ourselves from this, and we have to realize the danger in Chinese media and its ability to connect to our American audiences, and it's a kind of subversion that we've never really seen in this country. that when it's so direct like this, and when it's where economic powers are it's not just what China is doing within their own borders. It's how they're using their money to and their control to the Chinese audience and access to them at the world's largest consumer market, as well, at least as far as population. The only way to do it is by playing by their rules. But anyway, so Keanu Reeves Keanu Reeves. I mean, one of the biggest action stars of the last 20 years. I mean, he's not so none of his movies are basically available in China right now. It's probably going to be that way for a while, unless I don't know what he can do about it to change that. Maybe he doesn't want to. I mean, he must have realized the risks if he was trying to make money off of the Chinese audience. He must have realized the risks of doing this, but nevertheless, I respect it, and because certainly the issue with the Dalai Lama and Tibet is still a very sensitive thing to China, and that's why we should pay extra attention when they behave in this kind of way. And we need to know we need to listen when they tell us what their biggest sensitivities are, not to respect those sensitivities, but to exploit them. Anyways, thank you guys.